Hello and welcome to Seitana Tarot and Yoga. Today we have a nice little short class for hips, hamstrings, and all that. We've got a really good stretch and we're going to be connecting to our body and to our intention as well. And the intention card I've got for today, which is one I pulled for myself last night, which is also interesting because this year, 2023, if you add up all the numbers, numerology, it adds up to 7. It's a 7 universal year. So it's kind of interesting to get this card, which is the Chariot. If you can see that. Boop. And the Chariot, this card is about forward movement. It is about, there's two spirit guides here. They're there with you. And this is the yin and the yang. This is the action, taking intentional actions. Not just taking action, but doing so with purpose and intention. And that's what we're going to be doing today in our yoga class as well. And we'll read a little something as well once we get started in some yoga poses and stuff. And so I'll just keep that card here. And you can get your crystals and all of that too. We've got some candles here, maybe some crystals if you want to use one in your practice. Put it in your bra if you wear a bra. I don't. So yeah, we're gonna get started here in good old classic butterfly pose. Open up the hips, inner thighs. Ooh, can you see? Open up the inner thighs. So yes. And I just came back from a walk in the winter cold. It's very nice. So you can use one hand to press this hip open and this side. You can actually, this makes it easier and this makes it harder. So whatever you want. I like to go all the way down. So I can do so with more range of motion when it's like such. We'll hold it for a few breaths here. And I've got a little page this tarot deck is the Tattoo Tarot, but here I have the Soul Cats, a little book here, and it has a little thing about the Chariot, which is very nice, and I'll read that in a bit once we get started here. Forward fold. And you can bring one leg over, get a little glute stretch here. And it doesn't matter how low you can go, you can just, if you're good here, and that is fine too. Bring the leg forward, get more of a hip stretch and glute stretch. And now we'll just drop it like this. Twist, reach the arm over, get a side stretch, and twist to the side. Get more of a stretch, and also get a good back stretch too. Make sure the back is straight. Now taking that same foot, we're gonna hold it like this. Ooh, it's nice. And you can keep the knee bent too. Rolling the shoulders back. And you can bring that right arm back. And maybe hold it out to the side. However much your flexibility allows, then do that. It's a good stretch for the inner thighs and hamstrings. So nice. How much can you go? It doesn't matter though. Here is fine, here is fine, whatever. We're all about growth and forward movement, which doesn't mean rushing either. That's nice. And it feels good on the arms too to do this stretch. It's like releasing, kind of. Releasing the shoulders, back. You can see it working. And now we'll switch sides. So now we have the left leg, or whatever foot you were on. Left leg goes over. Stretch the hips again. And if you're here, that is fine too. Bringing the leg in, getting the stretch on the left glute now. And hips. Bringing it over now. Now we reach the right arm up. Side stretch. And we'll do the little twist on this side now. Like such. Do whatever you want with your arm here. Now grabbing the left foot this time. Extending however much you can. So good. place your hand wherever feels comfortable. This or this, whatever. You can use both hands. You can open the hips more to get more of an inner thigh stretch. Oh, we have one candle going out already. Like such. Ooh. And now I'm going to come into a standing forward fold in a minute here, but this feels really nice. Feel just sitting like this. So, forward fold. You can go as low or as high as you like. Can't see me here, but I like to go low anyways, so. Hear all those cracks. And we're gonna just move from this into forward fold. As long as you are careful with your knees. And if this isn't comfortable for you, you don't have to do this either. You can just hold the pose. Just like the flowiness of it. Maybe a few more times. Just clasping the hands behind the back. How about this one? You have to be really flexible though to do that. All right, now from the forward fold, let's just hold it there. You can cross your hands like such and let the head drop. And swing it from side to side if you want. Clasping the hands behind the back again. Bending one knee and the other. This is also nice too. Now let's step back with the right foot. We're going to stretch this hamstring right here. Feels nice. Does indeed. You can lift the toe if you like. Crystal. Think of your intention once again. to move it back into a low lunge here. Just a low lunge. With your knee on the ground. Or you can also keep it up if you want. I really like to twist to the opposite side. And you can feel all the nice stretches. I never really like to stay stagnant the whole time. Yin yoga is very nice, which I do incorporate a lot, but I always like to add a little bit of movement. To reach the left arm up, if you wish. Back and forth, move it back and forth. This feels nice for the hip flexors as well. And then the leg that's bent, we're going to move it into a glute stretch, the pigeon stretch. It's everybody's favorite. It's my favorite for sure. So it looks like such. And you can also just stay up like this. Or hold it like here. Or you can bring it all the way down. Nice. And you can think with this Chariot card being the theme of today's reading, you can think, what do you want to focus your energy into? What do you maybe want to leave behind? And I'll read the first little poem thing here. So it says, there's nothing quite like the open road. We're still in pigeon pose here, by the way. There's nothing quite like the open road. The clear path to a destination, known or even unknown. With the wind through your hair, your fur. It says fur because it's a cat. It's a cat bug. A bird on your back, the sun on your face. It doesn't get any better than this. The freedom to move, explore, and get up and go is a precious gift, not to be taken for granted. Yes. If you have the ability to move your body, to flow and move and do these stretches, that is something to be grateful for. Now we're going to go back into forward fold here. And we'll switch sides and then I'll read you a little bit more. So, feeling the difference between your legs now. That one feels stretched out. Now we're going to switch. So we're stepping back with the left foot now. Or the other foot. Ooh, so good. Okay, so we're just in the the hamstring stretch. And you can be up here as well. And, or whatever. Lift the toe. That feels good on this side. Going with the flow, whatever feels good today. And you can bend the other knee, switch, and stretch the foot too while you're at it. And we'll move into the lunge, the low lunge here on this side. You can also bring it down to the lizard pose if you can, if you have the room. Maybe reach up the arm. Think back and forth, swing back and forth. Should tie this shirt up. Okay. Moving back and forth. Reaching right arm up. And then we're going to go into pigeon pose. Taking that foot behind and here we go. Into pigeon pose. Or you can just hold it up too. This is nice. And now I'll read you the rest of it. So the guidance for this card in this book. So this is about, you're about to take a journey. Well, you already are on one, I guess. It may be a large one, it may be a small one. It could be a real physical pack your bags adventure, or it could be just an internal journey. Yes, this could be also an internal journey, not necessarily out adventure and on the outside, but it could also be on the inside too. And so, moving your energy, mind, and emotions from one place to another. So, think about what you want to leave behind in 2022 or whatever. Last week, yesterday, whatever. Last year, the last few years. Just think about what you want to let go of as well, and what just doesn't need your time and your focus anymore. So, whichever it is, it's about to happen, and like all journeys, it will have consequences and ripple effects, so good or bad. Momentum carries change. Change creates waves, and these waves will flow into every part of your life. But this is what you wanted, isn't it? You don't want to be stagnant. Just like doing yoga, you don't really want to just be stagnant. That's kind of boring. That is boring. Even for a Taurus like me, they say that Tauruses don't like change. No, of course, I love change. I embrace change. I meet all of the wonderful things with change and with being open to that. I'm going to bring to butterfly or seated position. If you like to, meditate and just listen, that is fine as well. So, momentum creates change. Change creates waves, and these waves will flow into every part of your life. And life is an endless flow, an endless game of ebbing and flowing. And so you can go with the flow, but it's also nice to make conscious actions too. This is about conscious action. We all do actions, do things. Well, one of my things for this year, I would like to take more conscious action, just even more conscious than normally, and be aware of the outside surroundings, the people around, how am I affecting other people, perhaps, and myself. And so, you want change, and you don't want to be stuck. You want to play in this adventure game. And it can be hard to move when you aren't sure where you are going. Your wheels may refuse to turn just based on the path you know you must travel. And it doesn't matter how hard you resist moving. Movement will come all the same. So at the very least, you may as well steer your own course. Yes. That was good. So steer your own course. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna move this. I'm going to do, this is the fire log pose, yes. And so we're getting stretch in the left glute once again. And just like the movement card, the card suggests, we're gonna add some movement. And you can go from side to side, perhaps. Like this. Or like this. Switching feet. Got the right leg over this one now. Stretching the right hip. And you can feel it on one side, it is a very good stretch, and then the other side, not so much. But if you keep your hips down, don't let them go up unless you can't, then that's fine. And now we'll bring it down to the mat. Rolling all the way down. Oh, better not go too far though. Candles. And we'll end in Shavasana. You can stay as long as you'd like. Stretch the hips some more. First, let's do a little twist. One knee in, twisting to one side, reaching the arm back, or you can keep it bent like this. For a few breaths. And switching sides. Twisting to the other side. And Shavasana. Thank you for joining today. And I'll see you next time. See you later.